this happy place, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
This is the Ears to Ever After podcast, your source for Disney news, planning tips, and information about all things Disney. Ears to Ever After is hosted by Ellie and co-hosted by Beth. Welcome to our show.
Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Ears to Ever After podcast. I am your host, Ellie.
And I am Ben.
Hello. Welcome to our second week of doing the podcast on YouTube. So hello. Look at my cool new shirt that says Living My Best Disney Life. If you're not watching and you're just listening, my shirt says Living Your Best Disney Life.
I think they figured that out.
It's a cool shirt. I got it at the Disney store. So anyways, we just wanted to go over a couple of changes and new things going on first. We did not get an additional YouTube video out this week because I did just buy new editing software for the YouTubes, and I had a little bit of a learning curve trying to figure out how to use it. So, new video next week.
She says.
Also, we are getting close now. We are finally in the 30s for our Disney trip, so we're only about 5 weeks out now. So we're really excited. So we've got a lot of cool stuff coming up for you. So there will be some packing videos. I might also make an additional podcast episode with some packing tips and things like that. So we will see. But there are some really cool things coming up in the future for the channel. So stay tuned, stick around. I'm really, really excited. If you're not following me on Instagram, Ears to Ever After is the official YouTube account of this channel, so go over there and follow us. That one is generally run by me, so I post all sorts of fun Disney photos, and all the photos are ones that I have taken myself, so check that out. Whew, that was a long-winded introduction.
Yes, it was.
Tinkerbell's here, too, just in case you cared. So anyway, so today we're going to change this episode up a little bit. We were going to talk about all the Epcot festivals, but I think we're just going to dial it back to the Food and Wine Festival because we haven't been to the Spring Festival, Flower and Garden Festival, in 8 or 9 years, so I don't even know what they still do there except for the Violet Lemonade, which I really, really want to try. You've seen the Violet Lemonade, right?
Nope.
No.
I probably have, but it's not my kind of drink, so I don't really care.
Purple.
Wow. UP.
Anywho,
What about purple beer?
that would be kind of cool. Well, Animal Kingdom has green beer.
I know, it's great.
Alright, so we're just gonna, because we go down to Epcot for Food and Wine Festival every single year, so we are going to just kind of talk about Food and Wine Festival, especially since it starts later this week. Actually, it starts on the 29th. Thursday! Woo!
Hey.
Okay. We're a little out of it today. It's been a weird day.
We're always out of it.
So, the premise of the Food and Wine Festival, outside of obviously just food and wine, is what it does is it brings in all these different countries to World Showcase and a little bit around Future World too. So things like Active Eats and like the Wine and Cheese Studio and like the fire flavors and things like that. Like those are all kind of in Future World and whatnot. And what it does is it brings all the different flavors of the world and all these different drinks that you can try, some alcoholic, some not. It brings in a festival center, which is really cool. So like they have like different types of seminars that you can do. Most of them are paid seminars, so they are in addition to your Epcot ticket. However, the festival itself, Food and Wine Festival, is included in the price of your admission. It's just everything else costs. So like each of the little samples that you can purchase from around the world, those do cost money or snack credits. And then you can also purchase like larger plates at all the different festival booths, and those are like full meals. Like you can't get a snack. You can't use a snack credit for those.
No.
Or the alcohol.
Boo.
So there's obviously the 11 countries that already represent World Showcase are showcased, but then you also have the addition of like Scotland and Australia New Zealand, Belgium, where else? Jamaica. Well, the islands of the Caribbean. It's not just Jamaica.
I just like Jamaica.
Yes, Jamaica was fun. So you've got all sorts. Africa is in there. You've got the Alps is new this year. We'll go over what's going to be new this year and what is returning. But like countries like Brazil, you've got China, which is in there all the time. Like the Chocolate Studio, Coastal
Which
East.
isn't a country, just so everybody knows, Chocolate Studio is not a country.
That'd be a cool country, though. So lots and lots and lots of just kind of different things. What I love most about the Food and Wine Festival is just the so many different options that are not normally around for Disney are at Food and Wine Festival, which is really cool. And they have lots of cheese plates. There are those. I love cheese plates.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like lamb, so.
You do like lamb.
And they have lamb.
So this year it's going to work a little bit differently because I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to D23 at all or any of the rumors that have come up that
I don't
have
believe in rumors.
become fact. Epcot is going through a major overhaul over the next couple of years, so they are going to bring it into the now and into the future, which is amazing. But it's going to cause a little bit of problems for this year's Food and Wine Festival, so they have kind of replaced the festival center, which is normally where the seminars take place. It's normally where the biggest Food and Wine Festival shop is. It's where the Ghirardelli area is with those really cool Ghirardelli makes these amazing chocolate sculptures every year. Last year the coolest one was Moana.
Do they get to eat those afterwards?
I don't think so. And then there's also a really cool liquor store that the festival center usually hosts, and if you're a pass holder, you can get your pass holder magnets there. And if you visit Epcot 4 times during Food and Wine Festival, you also get a little coaster set if you are a pass holder. So that's really cool.
At least this year.
Yeah, last year it was cutting boards. This year it's a coaster set, and they're wooden, so like they're not just chintzy what cork coasters, plastic. Yeah, they're actually really cool wooden coasters. Like I don't even want to put drinks on them because they're so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shall we talk about the booths, or like is there anything you want to add about Food and Wine Festival before we get into the food?
No, they got some nice decorations around, like the you have the shaped bushes and stuff
Topiaries?
Like that. Topiaries, whatever you say, you classy people.
Topiaries.
The plants that are shaped as characters.
Yeah, and they're all dining themed too, which is really cool, or chef themed, which is neat. So.
Yes. But yeah, that's.
What else is there about Food and Wine? Oh, there's all sorts of merchandise too.
What are we forgetting?
Tink thinks we're forgetting something. Oh, and if any of you are wondering why she doesn't have a collar on, it's because we take the collar off for these videos because our phone number is on there. But normally she does wear a collar.
Yeah, we don't want anybody being creepy and calling us.
Yeah. Alright, so anywho. But yeah, so there's all sorts of festival merchandise. There's, they have like spirit jerseys and cookbooks and Figment things.
Sometimes.
They have trays so you can balance like your food and your drink. It's really cool. So, the other thing, we'll get into the food, I promise. But the other thing about the Food and Wine Festival that they do every year in conjunction with the festival itself is they have concerts that go every night of the Food and Wine Festival usually. So that's really cool. It's called Eat to the Beat. And
should be called Drink to the Beat.
It should be. But so what they do is they bring in some national recording artists. I won't go through all of them because it's quite a bit. But like kicking off the festival is the Plain White Tees. Ending the festival over in November is Di Capella. Now, mind you, for this year, 2019, because of the transition from the Food and Wine Festival over to the Candlelight Processional, the concerts do end about 3-4 days prior to when the actual festival itself ends. So there won't be a concert for the last several nights of the festival. But some returning acts that kind of seem to come every year are Hanson. Hanson comes every year. They're amazing live, actually. Like, I didn't think they'd be, like, the best, but they are phenomenal live. Like,
and you can get the Hanson beer during that time.
Yeah, it's really good. It's called Hop.
Yes.
Another one that's really cool that comes every year, I believe, let's see who. Blue October's been coming for the past couple of years. We missed them by flipping 5 days, and I am so mad because I love Into the Ocean and
some other song.
The other song.
What about Tiffany? She comes every year.
Tiffany comes a lot. Kenny G comes a lot. The Bahamen come a lot. Sugar Ray comes a lot. Mark Wills comes a lot too. I've seen him live a couple times. He's pretty good.
Boys to Men?
Boys to Men is another one that comes a lot. We had the opportunity to see Boys to Men. We just didn't. So
I'm not into the music.
Yeah, and for our trip, we miss. We'll be there for 98 Degrees, but we won't get to see 98 Degrees because it's the night that we fly out.
So upset about that.
We have Sugar Ray, whoop-de-doo, Taylor Dane, I don't even know who that is, and this band called India, who apparently, if you Google them, like, don't come up.
Yeah, with no idea.
So if you know who India is, please let us know, because I'd love to check them out, because they will be performing while we are there.
And don't say it's a country, because I would have used that joke.
Yeah. So yeah, so Eat to the Beat is really cool. They usually do 3 shows per night, which is really cool. And so you have 3 opportunities to do them. So they do Sunday through Thursdays, it's 5:30, 6:45, and 8 o'clock. Fridays and Saturdays, it's 6:30, 7:45, and 9 o'clock. So goes on right before Illuminations. About an hour before Illuminations for those nights. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And again, Eat to the Beat is included in the price of your ticket. It is a free show that you can attend. You can get preferred seating if you do an Eat to the Beat dining package. However, if you are going to use your dining plan for it, I would highly recommend against it because it bumps that up to a signature dining, and so it will cost you 2 credits. I don't think it's worth it. But if you want like up close, if you're a super fan of one of the bands, then maybe it would be worth it, but otherwise the shows are free, and there are 3 of them every day, so for me it's just, I wouldn't want to bump up Garden Grill or something like that from a 1 credit to a 2 credit. So just be mindful of that when you are scheduling your Eat to the Beat package, because it will bump those dining experiences up to a signature. So
yeah,
you're being real quiet tonight.
So I'm not talking about the food yet.
Would you like to start us off with the food?
Where do you want to start?
Well, why don't we'll go in alphabetical order, because I have this nifty little printout.
Because I'll get starting with my favorites.
And literally, this is for our trip. I printed it out and, made a Word document. But I highlighted the things that I want to try at Food and Wine Festival. It's kind of weird.
She's just weird.
I'm a planner. What can I tell you?
A disorganized planner.
No. Hold your dang horses here. I have a laminated sheet of our Disney trip.
A million times.
Well, I just wanted to go over it again because I have a laminated sheet of our Disney trip.
Alright, let's talk about Food and Wine Festival.
Food and Wine Festival. Alright, so the first booth, and we are going to go in alphabetical order because that is the way that I typed up this document. So, the food usually ranges anywhere between $4 and $8. The beverages usually range anywhere from about $3 and up, depending on the alcohol content or the name brand, because one of the booths does carry Dom, so that is not going to be your typical $12 bottle or a glass of champagne by any means. So I don't have exact pricing for everything, and we'd be here for a million years if we talked about that. So we're just going to kind of go over what each booth has, and yeah, that way you can decide.
Yeah.
So the first booth is Active Eats, and they have a loaded macaroni and cheese with Newski pepper bacon, cheddar, and leeks. They have a spicy crusted Verlasso salmon with Uncle Ben's quinoa, ancient grains.
It's more exciting her pronouncing all this stuff.
Crushed avocado and sherry vinegar, and then they have a fruit and nut energy snack. House-made mixture of apricots, almonds, pecans, coconut, puffed rice, and chocolate chips. That sounds terrible. That sounds really bad.
That's Active Eats, so that's all healthier options for those healthy-minded people.
Yes.
So that's not me.
And then you can get MIA beer.
Beer.
You can get key lime hard sparkling water.
Nah.
Le Ecole, number 41, Chenin LeBlanc Old Vines. And then you can get Evolution by Sokol, which is a Pinot Noir. I think the only thing that sounds even remotely appetizing at
The
this...
beer. Yes, I agree.
No.
Oh.
Well, I would try the loaded macaroni and cheese, and that's the one I have highlighted. That sounds really good. The pepper bacon sounds really good.
I like bacon, I like leeks, so that works.
Yeah, so I think I would want to try the macaroni and cheese, so that would be the one thing I would want from there.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, if you're into salmon and quinoa, by all means, this is the booth for you. Not so much for me.
Not judging.
Yeah, definitely not judging. It's just not my style. I just don't like fish.
I like fish, but I'm on vacation.
I like shellfish.
Stop being so selfish. Booyah. Going to a different country now. Africa.
This isn't really a different country. It's a different continent.
Yes, true. It's kind of confusing.
So the Africa Pavilion will have a Kenyan coffee barbecue beef tenderloin with a sweet potato and corn mealy pap.
Something like that. And slaw.
Kachumbari slaw.
Just say slaw.
Okay. And then they'll have a spicy Kenyan vegan githeri with white beans, pigeon peas, curry rice pilaf, and more of that kombuchari slaw. And
Pigeon peas aren't pigeon poop, by the way.
We just totally turned y'all off from that. Piri piri skewered shrimp with citrus scented couscous. So, I don't know if it's citrus flavored couscous, but it certainly is scented.
And as for the beverages, we have a standard African beer, which is a Tusker lager, which is okay. We got Cederberg Chenin Blanc South African wine.
Is that dry?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Jamja Sweet Shiraz. That's from Western Cape Town, I'm guessing.
Groot!
I am Groot. Constantia Pinotage. I can't speak. It's from
Constantia?
That's the one. I can't speak English. Oh, if you're not really sure which ones I have, just go for the wine flight.
Yeah.
Try them all.
I don't think I would get any of them. I might try the sweet Shiraz, but...
Tuscan lager,
I might try the Kenyan coffee beef here, but otherwise I probably wouldn't try anything here.
You know, I'll try the beef with the wine flight.
I might try the piri piri shrimp, but I don't know. Citrus couscous doesn't do it for me. Maybe.
Because I think the Shiraz would be good with that beef.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a very, adventurous eater, so... anyways. Moving on.
And just so you know, I can't pronounce things either because I'm classy like that.
You making fun of me.
Hey, I admit it.
Speaking of wine, we just dug out my wine glasses from when I ran Princess Half Marathon in 2013 and Wine and Dine in 2014. And I'm just moving them so I don't knock them over.
So I can knock them over and...
Exactly.
I'll be the one in trouble.
Don't break them because I can't replace them. So anyway, so the next pavilion will be the Alps. And
is it cold?
It is cold. You can ski in the Alps too.
Ooh, skiing food.
These people are gonna be like, Ellie and Ben are whack jobs.
Hey,
I mean, if you've made it this far, you already know that. Alright, so the Alps has a warm rislet Swiss cheese with baby potatoes, cornicones, and a baguette.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I know, it does sound really good. Venison stew with crushed potatoes.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Not even a little bit. And then a blueberry almond frangipane tart with creme.
Fraiche cream.
Creme fraiche cream. Frangipane! They said that in The Princess and the Frog! That's... No, okay. Sorry. Never mind. Don't
It's
mind.
Disney reference, I guess.
And then blue diamond almonds. I don't know. It's too hard to pronounce.
Now for the beverage.
They have frozen rosé. That's all you need to know.
Domaine Carrel Eugene Junge Blanc. Some wine. Cave de la Côte Rosé Gamay Roman.
Sure.
René Fevdal something.
Favre.
Frozen rosé, consider having, or wine flight, which I would go for the wine flight.
I would go for the frozen rosé. That sounds amazing.
I might do wine flights this time instead of beer flights.
It's a good idea.
Mix it up a little bit.
I will be on the lookout for the champagne flights because I'm bougie and I like bubbly.
This might be the first time I get drunk at Disney because I'm doing wine instead of beer.
Well, I think we've played the joke out a little bit, but we are your typical childless millennials, so there's that.
If I had a kid, you can look after the kid, I'll drink.
There's a reason why I don't have them.
Alright, let's move into something that's closer to home.
Appleseed Orchard. And this, you can get a charcuterie plate, and those are my favorite things on the planet because who doesn't like meat and cheese? So you can get the charcuterie and cheese plate featuring Burton's Maplewood Farm Applejack Brandy Barrel aged maple syrup, and then you can get caramel apple popcorn. I would get the charcuterie plate for show.
Yeah, popcorn's popcorn. Now for the drinks. Do you want to say it?
Frozen apple pie. It's not alcoholic though, so.
It'd still be good.
No. I think I had it. I think I had something very similar to this last year because Appleseed Orchard is new this year. But I had like a frozen apple pie drink last year from a different pavilion and it was gross.
I'm curious about the next drink. The MIA Beer Company Apple Trappe Belgian Style Triple Ale.
And these ones here from the Apple Orchard, I think they're all American wines and beers and things like that. A lot of them are from Florida. Not all of them, but a lot of them are from Florida.
Yeah. And then they got the Playlander Brewing Company Apple Pie Beer, which could be good. And
Sea Dog Green Apple Ale.
I've had some Sea Dog beers. They're pretty good.
Basically, there's a lot of hard ciders, a lot of wines, and a couple beers. So there's a lot. So we're just gonna move.
Yeah, and I always tend to go for
that.
something I've never tried for like local beers. So again, the Florida beers were my choice.
And this pavilion also has beer, cider, and wine flights available. So
You can do the cider. I'll do the beer.
Pick your poison.
And the wine. And the cider.
Do you want to talk about Australia?
Oh, Australia. We love you.
He does.
Alright, so food is grilled sweet and spicy blushberry shrimp and with pineapple, pepper, onion, and snap peas.
You had me until we got to the pepper, onion, and snap
Which
peas.
is also gluten free.
Ugh.
So my favourite's this one, which is the roasted lamb chop with sweet potato puree, bushberry, pea salad, and pistachio pomegranate gremolato.
I mean, literally, he goes out of his way every year to get this. It's ridiculous.
Gluten free as well.
It is.
And then the next one is deconstructed pavlova with pastry cream, citrus masquerade berries with lemon myrtle meringue.
That sounds kind of okay.
That one's a vegan dish. And just so you know, I'm having a hard time reading because she has a piece of paper 5 miles away from me. So it makes it hard for me to actually read. Now you're blocking my face on the camera, which is great because nobody can see me.
We're such jerks.
Now, as we're in Australia, we have some beverages. And Australia is good for their wines and their beers.
So the people watching this on YouTube are going to be like, this girl needs to stop playing with her hair. Basically.
Hey, we're an important part in Australia.
All right. You can get an original pale ale. You can get a Wollombi Brook Semillon. What is a Semillon?
It's a wine.
Okay, sure. You can get a Chardonnay, you can get a Shiraz, or you can get your wine flight.
Which is what I recommend.
Why get one when you can get three?
Yes, you can try them out, see which is your favourite.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only time you get a chance to try different wines.
Truth.
And not get drunk by the end of it. Slightly mellow. Not drunk.
Okay.
Drink water. Plenty of it.
Not Diet Pepsi?
Not Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi.
Please sponsor us. Not sponsored, but please sponsor.
Hashtag not sponsored, but we love Pepsi. We also... Never mind.
Well, let's go to another country that's good on beer, but you can talk about food.
Let's talk about waffles, because waffles are amazing. The savory option here, though, is a beer-braised beef served with smoked Gouda and mashed potatoes.
Yum.
Then you've got your golden malted Belgian waffle with warm chocolate ganache and whipped cream. That is my
Yum.
favorite sweet thing from Belgium. And then you've got the golden Belgian waffle with berry compote and whipped cream, which is also pretty good, but the chocolate one is better.
I want to add something about Belgium. Be prepared to wait in line.
Yeah.
Everybody wants those waffles.
Yeah. Belgium has a lot, so.
Alright, let's talk about the beverage. Lef Blonde Belgian Pale.
Ale.
No, pale. Ale.
Is there a difference?
And it's a pale ale. It's going to be slightly clearer. So next is a Saint Bernardus wheat beer. If you like wheat beers.
Okay. Move it along, Buster.
There's a red fruit beer. There's Stella Artois hard cider.
Okay, I have to tell a story about Stella.
You beat me to it, but carry on.
Okay. I will never drink Stella's hard cider again. So, in early 2012, we went to England. We went to Manchester, England, because we had tickets to see Phantom of the Opera, and then we also had tickets to see Ramin Karimloo, who is known for his Broadway work. And so we flew over there to Manchester, and I did not pack heartburn medicine, and so we landed, and because you do what one does when you go to England, and you drink in the morning, right?
It's what we do for breakfast.
Am I remembering this correctly? It's been since 2012. So anyway, so we get to this bar, I order this massive ass pint of Stella Artois hard cider because I'm like, ooh, that sounds really good. Stella's really good, the cider. I literally had to go up to the bartender and ask him for a glass of milk because I did not have any heartburn medicine.
Thinking about it, we should have just gone to Tesco.
It was ridiculous.
But back to the really nice drink actually in this one. If you're a coffee lover, it's chilled coffee featuring Godiva chocolate liqueur.
Yum.
And now you also have the beer flight option there too.
So, moral of the story, if you do want the Stella Artois hard cider and you're prone to heartburn, bring some Zantac.
Or suck it up, buttercup.
Okay, so to the pavilion that was not announced today, to much to everybody's chagrin. I just have to laugh because I wasn't expecting it, but there are a lot of people that are let down that Brazil did not get added to the World Showcase permanently. But they do have a food and wine festival booth. So for the next several months, you can get your taste of Brazil.
I'm going to say a conspiracy of course of what's happening in the Amazon right now.
Okay, get your tinfoil hat out.
Conspiracy theories. Guarantee somebody's going to put one out there.
Do 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 do.
Alright, Brazil.
Moquica.
Bless you.
Okay, so it's Brazilian seafood stew featuring scallop, shrimp, and whitefish with coconut lime sauce and steamed rice.
Nah.
You had me until you put the whitefish in there.
This next one's my choice.
Crispy pork belly with black beans, tomatoes, and onions.
Yep, who doesn't love pork belly? Put your hand down. Okay, you can have the next one.
Look at my cool pass holder thing.
Anyway.
We're done. Where are we?
Brazilian cheese bread.
Paio de Queijo, Brazilian cheese bread.
That's what I just said. You took too long.
It sounds delicious. So then you've got more MIA beer.
Which, this is confusing because all the other ones have drinks based on the country. Brazil doesn't.
Yep. Then you can get a Vijo Verde, a Tinto, and a frozen Caprihina featuring Le Blanc Caca?
Caca.
I can't pronounce it. Anyways, there's no flights here. Moving on to the Brewers collection.
Here's my home.
Schaffenhofer.
I'm guessing somebody wants Schaffenhofer.
Always. This one, though, is not the grapefruit one. It is pomegranate. And they actually sell this at our local grocery store, so it's really good. You should totally get it.
Yes.
They also have wine Stefaner, Festbier Lager, Hacker Score something or other, and then just get your beer flight.
Get the beer flight, trust me.
Yes.
Oh, Canada.
Can you tell we're hockey fans? Because we know the Canadian national anthem better than our own, because we watch a lot of hockey.
Eh?
Okay, don't offend the Canadians. So in Canada, you can get the famous Canadian cheddar cheese and bacon soup with a pretzel to dip it in.
Yum.
And then you can also get the wild mushroom beef filet mignon with truffle butter sauce. And if you scrape the mushrooms off, it's really good.
If you keep the mushrooms on, it's really good.
I'm picky, what can I tell you?
Yes.
So you can get a lot of wine in the Canada booth. We gotta move this along.
She's skipping the wines. All right.
All right, so then we've got the Cheese Studio hosted by Bersan. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite booths. They have a lot of delicious things here. So they've got a braised beef stroganoff with wild mushrooms, Bersan garlic, fine herb and cheese sauce. It's really good. The black pepper Bersan souffle with fig marmalade is really delicious, and then the maple bourbon cheesecake with maple bourbon cream, caramel, and pecan crunch is freaking amazing. It's so good. So yes, I love this booth. Then you've got the Florida Orange Groves Sparkling Blueberry Wine. You've got La Crema Pinot Gris. You've got a rosé that's been on the menu already a couple times, and then you've got a Malbec from Mendoza.
All right, can we go to China now?
Sure.
I like China.
Wuxi.
Spare ribs.
Yes. You can get Wuxi spare ribs.
And you got chicken dumplings with Chinese slaw.
Those are so good.
Mala chicken and shrimp bao buns.
That is amazing.
Black pepper shrimp with garlic noodles.
Also very good. There, you really can't go wrong at China. This is another one where you have to be prepared to just sit and wait in line because everybody wants something from the Chinese pavilion.
And you also go into the specialty drinks in China.
Yes, you can get bubble tea with black tea and milk. You can get a jasmine draft beer. You can get a happy peach liqueur and dark rum. You can get kung fu punch, which is vodka, triple sip, mango syrup, and orange juice. You can get baijiu punch, which is Chinese baijiu, Sprite, lychee, coconut, and pineapple juice.
She got that wrong.
What did I?
It's baijiu spirit, not Sprite.
Oh, oops.
No Sprite in it.
No Sprite. Oh well. And then you can get the Year of the Piggy, which is light rum, triple sec, lychee syrup, lime juice, and this time this really is Sprite.
Yes. Okay, this is the one she hates.
Chocolate.
Studio.
I'm gonna shove some chocolate in my face.
Alright, we gotta move on. You stop singing.
It's Frozen. Okay.
Never heard of it.
Really? Alright, so then, so at the Chocolate Studio, you've got Liquid Nitro, which is short for liquid nitrogen, chocolate almond truffle with warm whiskey caramel, or dark chocolate raspberry tart with whipped cream. Both are delicious choices. You can get your pumpkin spice chai here or a non-alcoholic chocolate shake. You can get a sparkling red. That sounds kind of good. I like sparkling reds. You can get a Cabernet Sauvignon. You can get a ruby port, or you can get your chai tea, your pumpkin spice chai tea with vodka.
I want the ruby port.
I don't really want any of it.
You're weird.
Alright, Coastal Eats.
Ooh, lump crab cake
Yum.
with Napa cabbage slaw and avocado lemongrass cream.
Yum.
Baked shrimp and scallop scampi dip with sourdough baguette.
Phenomenal.
Don't bang the table. People
Sorry.
on the other side doesn't want to hear that.
This is phenomenal. It's so good. So good.
Pacifico True Stripe Bass tostada with slaw and fire roasted
Tomatillo.
I can't speak today. Sauce.
Tomatillo.
And then for the booze, there's a mule beer, there's a Pinot Gris, and a Pinot Noir.
Yum. So at Earth Eats, if you haven't tried the Impossible Burger around your home, which you can now get at Burger King, you can get a Whopper with an Impossible Burger now. You can try it at Earth Eats. So you can get the Impossible Burger with wasabi cream and spicy Asian slaw on a sesame seed bun.
Sounds good.
It does. Or you can get the Impossible Cottage Pie, which is ground meat, carrots, mushrooms, peas, and mashed cauliflower with white beans and mozzarella. No.
And then the beverages I don't care about.
Yeah, because it's all kombucha based, and drinking fermented whatever
vinegar
kombucha is disgusting. People love kombucha, so we're probably going to get a lot of hate for that.
I don't like it, sorry.
It's awful.
You can hate beer. So good.
It's awful. It tastes like fermented vinegar.
I won't be offended if you don't like beer.
Alright, flavors from fire. Just like fire. Something, something, something. So anyways, you can get a steakhouse blended burger with beef mushroom slider with brie cheese, fondue, arugula, and a truffle with a blue cheese potato crisp on a brioche bun. You can get smoked corned beef with potatoes, cheese curds, pickled onions, and beer and cheese fondue. That is what I have highlighted.
Can I have all of this?
You can get a charred chimichurri skirt strip steak with smoked corn, pickled veggie slaw, and a cilantro aioli. And then you can get chocolate picante with a lime compote, cayenne pepper, paprika, and mango as well.
Ooh, booze. And this is good.
Yeah.
You got a porter, you got a Zinfandel, and then you got a swine brine featuring Jim Beam bourbon.
Yes. So the piggy wings are not available anymore.
Good, 'cause they weren't that great.
They were okay. So then moving on to France, you've got the fondue Savoyard, which is fondue of imported cheeses and Chardonnay served with croutons.
Ooh.
You've got escargot with a croissant.
Yum.
Ugh. You've got boeuf braise el borde something.
Braised beef.
Braised beef and Cabernet Sauvignon with onions and potatoes. And then you've got a creme brulee, which sounds amazing.
It is.
So then you get the best martini slushy ever, which is Grey Goose vodka, vodka, Grey Goose, Le Citron, cranberry, and passion fruit juice. So good. So good.
It's okay.
And then you can get your Kronenberg, you can get Chardonnay, Cab Sauv, and a sparkling wine with pomegranate syrup.
What's Cab Sauv?
Sauvignon.
Okay. Gemini.
Pasta gratin with ham, onion, and cheese, bratwurst, and an apple strudel.
Beverages.
A whole bunch of beer or Riesling, so you can get a Riesling flight.
She's going through this very quick now.
Well, the episode's gonna be forever.
Ever?
Forever.
Oh.
All right, in Hawaii,
Hawaii.
you can get Kahlua pork with sweet and sour dole, pineapple chutney, and spicy mayonnaise.
Sounds amazing.
It does. I was gonna say it doesn't sound real good right up until you actually get it, and it's very, very good. You can get a grilled tuna tataki.
Tataki.
With seaweed salad, pickled cucumbers, wasabi cream. This is actually inspired by Aulani. The Disney Vacation Club villa is out in Aulani, so that is probably a dish
Ooh,
at that resort.
Next one's a college meal.
Passion fruit cheesecake.
No, the teriyaki glazed spam.
Yeah.
College meal.
Okay, so you can get an Alani Sunrise, which is vodka dole, pineapple juice, and grenadine. Sounds delicious. You can get a sparkling pineapple wine, or you can get a bikini blonde lager from the Maui Brewing Company. Hops and barley over at the America Pavilion. You can get a New England lobster roll with warm lobster, fresh herb mayonnaise, and a griddled roll. This is really good. You can get a New Brunswick slider, which is slow braised beef brisket, pot roast style with horseradish cream, crispy fried onions on a potato roll with pickled vegetables on the side. Also very good. And then you can get carrot cake with cream cheese ice cream, and that's also
Not
very
so
good.
yum.
I like carrot cake. And then there's lots of beers and
Beer flight.
beer
Just say that.
flights, wine flights, things like that. So lots of things there. Then we move on to India. You can get warm Indian bread with pickled garlic, mango salsa, coriander, pesto dip.
Yum.
You can get Madras red curry with roasted cauliflower, baby carrots, chickpeas, and Uncle Ben's basmati rice.
Yeah.
Or you can get korma chicken with cucumber, tomato salad, almonds, cashews, and warm naan bread.
Yum.
I just kind of want the warm naan bread. It's so good.
Who doesn't want warm naan bread?
Yes. There's lots of beer and wine there too. And then you can also get a mango lassi with chai cream liqueur. Yum.
Alright, let's go to Ireland.
Ireland.
So we got Irish sausage with Colcannon potatoes and onion gravy.
Can you stop?
Okay, I'll start. You got a warm Irish cheddar cheese and stout dip with Irish brown bread.
That's really good. We get this every year. So good.
A warm chocolate pudding with Irish cream liqueur custard, which is the most amazing thing you'll ever have, so have it.
Yeah, we also get that every year. And you can also get your Guinness Bailey shake. Yes. Let's go to the Caribbean with
man.
our amphibian. That's Hawaii, but you know, whatever.
I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's on.
So you can get a ropa verde empanada with tomato aioli. You can get jerk spiced chicken, or you can get a quesito, which is a puffed pastry with sweetened cream cheese and guava sauce. That's really good. I got that last year. So yummy.
And you can get your standard red stripe lager.
Jamaica man. You can also get Caribbean white sangria and a frozen mojito. Let's go to Italy, because Italy has everything that is amazing with this world.
Yeah.
Or a food and wine festival, period. So you can get a ravioli carbonara, which is parmesan and pecorino ravioli, egg yolk, cream, and bacon. So good. You can get a crostini de whatever. It's a balsamic glazed oven roasted pork ribs. So very delicious. You can get crispy chicken with marinara sauce. You can get a Sicilian cannoli, which is amazing, until they add the candied orange. That just kind of ruined it for me.
No cannoli.
I love cannolis.
I hate cannolis.
And then you can get a chocolate hazelnut cake. So it's a vanilla cake with chocolate hazelnut mascarpone cream dipped in chocolate.
I'll eat that.
Sounds so good. You can get Prosecco here. You can get Moscato here. You can get an Italian margarita with limoncello and tequila. You can also get Corbonello, Chianti, Pinot Grigio, and Peroni Nastro. Japan?
Let's go to Japan.
Japan!
So we have your teriyaki chicken bun, steamed bun filled with chicken, vegetables, and a sweet teriyaki sauce, and it's amazingness.
So good.
So once she turns the page, I'll be able to tell you more about this.
Shh. Ramen.
Yes, so we have ramen. I'm just going to end there. Spicy roll, which is a tuna and salmon sushi topped with volcano sauce.
I wish they would have like a spicy crab roll or even just a California roll here, because I would totally get it.
And then you have the Kirin draft beer, draft sake, Nami sake cocktail, which is a sake, peach schnapps, vodka, and lime juice.
Sounds so good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So good.
Let's go to Mexico.
Yeah, you know what Mexico got rid of, and I'm really sad they got rid of the shrimp taco. That was like my favorite thing on the planet.
But they
at
got
Food
something
Wine
better.
Festival.
They got another taco, which is shredded pork belly on a tortilla with salsa verde.
Meh.
Okay, you carry on.
They have a tostada de carne, which is braised beef on a corn tostada with mole and chicharron dust. And then they have a capriotada de chocolate, which is chocolate bread pudding served on a chocolate abuelita with creme anglaise, which sounds kind of yummy. So then you've got your like Corona style beers, Mexican style beers. You've
Cerveza, por favor.
Yes. You've got Mexican sangria, you've got margaritas, and then you've got a smoky margarita, which is mezcal ilegal, pineapple, ginger juice, agave nectar, agave tequila, ancho reyes liqueur, served on the rocks with spicy salt rim. That sounds hot. I don't want my margarita to burn my tongue.
I do.
So then we have Morocco. They have a New York strip steak with green chermoula flatbread with radish and tomato salsa.
Wait, a New York strip steak. It's not the first thing I think of Morocco is New York strip steak.
No, me either. But then you've got spicy hummus fries with cucumber, tomatoes, onions, tzatziki, and chipotle sauce. That's on my must-try list. And then you've got chocolate baklava, and that they have that every year, and it is very good, very, very good.
So we're pretty much mostly gonna have desserts and booze.
Basically. The Mimosa Royale sounds really good too, and you can get this in Morocco. It's sparkling wine, orange juice topped with orange liqueur. Yum. And then they have a Chardonnay and beer too. So then we get to my favorite, and this is where I'm going to splurge because mimosas. But they have the Shimmering Sips Mimosa Bar. So for food choices, you have banana almond soft serve sundae with Blue Diamond almond breeze, almond milk, fresh berries, and chocolate almond streusel. You've got a cheesecake trio, and then you've got a soft serve strawberry and a waffle cone. So that sounds good. But moving on, because we don't care about any of that. We care about the beverages. You can get a tropical mimosa with sparkling wine, passion fruit, orange, and guava juice. It's amazing. You can get a key lime mimosa. You can get a blood orange mimosa, or you can get a frozen mimosa with White Claw. However, they have my 3 favorite champagnes here, so I'm probably going to drop the big bucks because bougie. But they have Moet and Chandon, the Imperial Brut champagne, and I don't usually like drier champagnes, but this one's very good. They also have a Dom Perignon, and then they also have the Vue Sequoia, which is a Brut Rosé, and we buy this at home a lot, and it's pretty dang amazing. So.
I guarantee a bottle at home is cheaper than what you pay at Disney.
I don't care. I want it at Disney because, again, hashtag bougie girl. And then they also have mimosa flights available, so, I mean, obviously, yes. Alright, moving on from that, can I talk about my charcuterie again?
Sure, why not? Oh, time's up. Okay.
We're going to Spain now, and they have, not only do they have charcuterie, but they have it in a cone. So, imported Spanish meats, cheeses, and olives with an herb vinaigrette in a cone. In a cone.
Is it in a cone?
It's in a cone.
Okay.
Yum.
I think we got that.
They also have paella with...
Paella?
Paella. Paella. You pronounce the L's as a A.
Paella.
Paella. With Bontifara roasted chicken, or you can get a seafood salad with shrimp, bay, scallops, mussels, extra virgin olive oil, white balsamic vinegar, and smoked paprika. That sounds amazing.
There you go with your banging again.
Okay, I'm done. And then you can get lots of beers here too. Or a wine flight.
Let's go to Thailand.
Okay, you want to talk about Thailand?
So you have marinated chicken with peanut sauce and stir-fried vegetables.
Yum.
Shrimp and cold noodle salad.
That's what I want to try.
Red hot spicy Thai curry beef and steamed rice, which sounds good.
Sounds hot.
And then your standard Singer beer and I believe a wine.
Yum. Alright, and then you have the Wine and Dine Studio, which has your sea scallops, truffled celery root puree, Brussels sprouts, and wild mushrooms. You can get butternut squash ravioli with a brown butter vinaigrette, Parmesan cheese, and pumpkin seeds. Alright, so I might be bougie, but I am your least basic biatch on the face of the planet because I hate all things pumpkin spice. There, I said it.
You've said that many times.
Don't at me. Then, my favorite thing at Wine and Dine Studio is the trio of artisan cheese, which comes with gorgonzola, cow and sheep's milk, sheep cheese. If you've seen Aladdin, you'll get that reference.
Never heard of it.
Then they have Artagano aged balsamic and cipolline onion, and then they have Italico, And then they also have the Artist's Palette of Wine and Cheese, which is a trio of artesian cheeses paired with Rieta Chardonnay, Rainstorm Silver Linings Pinot Noir Rosé, and then Spellbound Syrah?
I don't know. I can't speak.
Siraa.
Sarah.
Okay.
I'll do that one.
Yes. All right. So then the additional kind of places where you can just get mostly beverages and stuff. So you've got Black and Hans, which has a lot of different beers. You've got Fief and Drum, which is where you can get the Hansen beer. You've got a funnel cake food stand, which is amazing. You've got the Joffrey's Coffee and Tea cart there, where you can get both alcoholic and non-alcoholic coffee beverages. Or you can get the Canada, which is a citrus sunrise, frozen orange and pineapple juice with Grand Marnier. That sounds amazing. Or you can get the Future World East, which is the acai surprise, which is wild berry acai topped with Grey Goose. Yum. At the Refreshment Outpost, you can get Nigerian meat pie, or you can get a panna cotta, which sounds yummy, and it comes with raspberry, papaya, mango, panna cotta, and then it has a cookie crumb base, so that sounds really good. And it's topped with the Lion King white chocolate.
Sounds yummy.
Then you got the Refreshment Port, which has a duck confit poutine
That's
with
good.
a fig demi-glaze and brie cheese fondue. And then you can get Dole Whip here. And then you can also get Dole Whip with rum at Epcot as well. And then you can get a Dragonberry Refresher, which is Bacardi Dragonberry rum. And then you can get a Bloody Mary too. And then in the Summerfest, you can get a Frangipane peach tart. And then at Ghirardelli, you can get the drinking chocolate. And then you can get the Rose Regale sparkling red. So that is all of your booths for Food and Wine Festival and all of the choices that you have for them. So it's really amazing. My best tips for this would be to, if you're anal like I am, to print something like this out and highlight what you want. So you make sure that you get all the things that you want, and then if anything else catches your eye while you're there, then by all means, go ahead and get it. Do you have any tips for Food and Wine Festival?
Make sure you have a gift card, because you need a budget. You're going to see all this food and want it all, and you'll go over budget really quick.
Yeah.
Don't do it onto the magic bands. Don't do the pay that way. Get a gift card and budget.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that I will say is that most of the Food and Wine Festival pavilions do have the option for a snack credit, so you can use your snack credits for Food and Wine Festival. That is kind of a decent way to do it, but you can go through your snack credits pretty quickly if you do it that way. So just keep that in mind if you're going for multiple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of Food and Wine in a nutshell. It's just basically a way that you can walk around the World Showcase and parts of Future World at Epcot and just kind of get a taste of some different cultures. It's just a really fun event, and it's something that you can do either with the family or as like a date night. Just you and some friends, you and your husband, you and your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It's just a really fun thing that you can do in addition to all the other cool things that Epcot has to offer. So,
yeah.
And with that being said, I think this episode has gone on long enough. I think we're over an hour now. We're getting real close. So
yeah, we gotta end this.
So we are going to say goodnight. Thank you guys so much for listening, and again, if you are watching us on YouTube now, please subscribe down below, hit the little bell notifications to be alerted anytime that we upload a video. We are going to be uploading more and more as we kind of navigate the whole YouTube thing. As always, new episodes of the podcast come out every Sunday evening. You can subscribe to us on the podcast at any of your favorite podcast apps, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Google, Spotify, all of them. We're all over the place for podcasts, so please subscribe. If you could give us a rating on your favorite podcast app, that really does help us get seen since we are a smaller podcast. A 5-star rating and a nice comment would be super appreciated. Or you can comment down below here. For right now, I think we do have moderation turned on, but that's just because I am a nervous Nelly. So feel free to comment. I probably will approve them, but anywho, that is that. Ending things. My code for Little Shop of Magic on Etsy to get all your Disney ears. You can kind of see them behind me somewhere over there. You can get 20% off your purchase, and she just came out with some really cool new horror-themed ears. So go check out her shop. She has like It and the Creepy Clown, and she's making me a custom pair of Louis Vuitton ears. So I mean, like, she is incredibly, incredibly talented. So use my code LilShop20. Get yourself some park ears that are incredible. And then Ashley, our resident travel agent, is currently away at D23 right now, getting us all the scoop for that. But if you do have any questions or want to book your travel, please contact her. Her information is on our website, earstoeverafter.com. And I am officially going to stop rambling now. So have a good night, guys. We will talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to today's show. If you like the show, it really helps us out if you could leave a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. You can also join the conversation and chat with us on our Facebook group, Here's to Ever After Podcast Group in Czech. Lastly, you can connect with us by visiting our website, www.herestoeverafter.com. Thank you for listening. Tune in every Sunday night for new episodes.